Good evening, everyone. Welcome to EWN Network and Lessons in Miracles. Today we're covering the lesson 326 and 327. Beautiful lessons. And our beautiful co host is here. We have Karen Palmer. And then we have our little sweet pea, and she's here, Christine. And then
Yep.
we have the magnificent, charming Charlie. Also, the very funny Charlie. So he keeps
Hello and
us
good evening,
lifted up with his laughter. So, what we would like to do is when we start our lesson, we want to be in the right frame of mind. And we get that way by asking Karen to do a beautiful meditation or prayer, as you see it as a meditation or prayer. And she takes us right into our hearts. So, Karen, could you do that for us?
Okay, so we can just close our eyes and just feel that love. Feel the love surrounding. Feel the love within you. Feel the love all across the universe as we feel into that unified field, and let the heart be still. Let the mind be quiet, and let the body be neutral. And feel that wonder and the blessing of knowing that perfect love casts out all fear. And when we are allowing ourselves to be the love that we truly are, fear is just not possible. And love and innocence is our birthright. And joy is the fragrance that flows from us when we are truly our original innocent self, the natural self, the natural state. When the mind is quiet, when the heart is still, the soul takes over all the roles and all the characters and all the costumes that this body, this name and form, made up to fit into a world that's insane. A world that we made with our projections. Projections make perception. So what we are projecting is what we are seeing. And the time is now to experience eternal love and eternal presence and radiating the eternal joy. Just as the lesson says, we are a forever effect of God. We are a forever effect of love. God is all love, and so are we. All is love. All is light. All is one. all is now. And we can rest in that. And the more that we stay still in the heart and quiet in the mind, the easier it is to hear only the voice for love. Because as we choose the power of decision to live as only love, regardless of our circumstances, regardless of any appearances, only love, then fear is completely cast out. There's no room for fear when love takes over. So let's just gently come back into this moment. Feel that love, that you are that love, that you are love's presence. You are a forever effect of love, and that love is all there really is. All the rest of it is just our own little made up make believe little world of dreams and projections and illusions. Hello, Shoshana.
Shoshana.
Hi.
So let's review.
I found that lesson so beneficial, like you pointed out, that God or the creator, the divine, whatever you call him, he is the cause of us. He created us. And so we are the effect. And what the lesson shows is he wanted us to be like him, with his qualities, with his love. And we are love. If we're connected to him, we are love, but even more, because the paragraph brought out, he wanted us to be indistinguishable from him, so that we are part of him. We are, some people get very offended if you say, well, I'm part of God, or God lives in me, or God, I'm part of God. They seem to get very offended. They wanted us to be separate. And we're not separate. We're together. We are the same. And this paragraph bears that out, in that he wants us to be indistinguishable from him. So when we're showing love, it's God showing love. When we're showing kindness, it's God showing kindness. And so I thought that was really, really profound and beautiful, at least for me. And I did want to point out one thing, if you don't mind, from your meditation, when you talked about the fragrance of joy. I don't know if anyone else had this experience, but the great masters and the teachers, they do have a fragrance. Many times when they come in, you can. Padre Pio has the sweetest, most beautiful fragrance in the world, and it's just so gorgeous. So if you ever smell anything, you feel the angels. I know Shoshana feels them, and you feel their presence, even if you're not one of those blessed to see them. You know, um, you can feel their presence. You'll feel that warmth. You'll feel that tingling. But for me, it's the masters that have the fragrance. And I just wanted to point that out in case anyone else was. They said, "What is that?" That's what it is. So anyway, that was my take. And then the second lesson was that if we need his help, he'll give us all the help we need. And we all know that from experience. Hi, Marlene. I don't know about anybody else, but all my life I had been searching for the truth, for something that actually made sense to me, because the many religions that I have tried, I was raised Catholic, not to, I'm not criticizing any religion because, they do it in faith. But it didn't make sense to me. And so that day when I got on the internet and I ran into Teri, and it was during right when I was the most lost, because it's when we were, during COVID and everything. And it was like, he's answering. He's answering. I've asked for help and he's answering my prayer. So all we have to do is ask him. And Charlie? Or how about Chris? Chris, did you want to add to the
Yeah,
conversation?
I'm happy what we did to my day with my vision board. And I am happy in my 40s. See?
It was really wonderful, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to actually make my vision board,
I already
because
did.
we just got pointers on a lot of things. Our numerology, we all got, well, we all know, uh, Teri read us and told us what angels were working with us, and that was wonderful.
Sure, yeah.
And yeah, and so now I'm really excited about doing my vision board. So, what about Pam, Charlie?
I'm really excited by driving a Fred Flintstone car. That's the title of 326. And then there's a quote from the ACM. When you believe something, you have made it true for you. Lesson 326 is another reminder that thoughts have power, that the world I see is a representation of my state of mind. When I devote my mind to the physical world, I'm locked in the ego's chamber of habitual patterns. It's like driving a Fred Flintstone car. It doesn't take an engineer to figure out when Fred treats the family to a drive to the Brontosaurus burger. He's basically dragging Wilma Pebbles and the lumbering vehicle's massive granite wheels along for the ride. Can we all agree Fred's car is not the most effective way to travel? I have the capacity to use my mind for spiritual vision. The material world, my body, the stuff I see in the news, is but one piece of the chessboard. I can use my mind to access the eternal part of myself, or I can rely on the feeble human effort by thinking I have to perform or meet someone's standard or jump through hoops. But there's the thing I forgot. It's already mine. I don't have to earn it. Lesson 326 tells me it's a gift. And nothing can ever change that. Nothing can ever take it away, no matter what I do. Stop the should storm. Lesson 327. As long as your experience of self and life is defined by the mechanical condition and compulsive moment of thought, you are bound to a very, very limited perception of what is real. That's a quote from Shanti. It starts the moment we're born, we're measured and weighed and compared to other babies in the nursery. Gotta make sure we're the proper height, proper weight. Then we're taught language, given rules, told to forsake our imaginary friends. It's not that the dude deserted us. It's just hard to make contact through all the words, through all the outgoing. Should storm or guilt and shame, even the self-help literature, and yes, I'm one of the dispensers. Make us feel guilty. Oh no, I'm having a negative thought. I'm not vibrating enough joy. You know what? It doesn't matter. If you simply let go of all the shoulds, you will be guided, blessed, and constantly taken care of. Our blessed 327 promises. I need but call. I will be answered.
I love that you bring out Pam's, because sometimes I think we're reading different lessons. I get a way different take sometimes from the lesson that she does, but they're both important. I mean, they're both valid. It's just that we look at them differently. So it's really
Absolutely.
nice
That's
that
what the
you.
whole Course in Miracles is. The whole Course in Miracles is
Oh,
about perception.
right.
How you interpret them.
That's why it is the Course in Miracles. Everything is about perception. So the next one is I choose the second. We're on 328. I
Right.
choose the second place to gain the first. What seems to be the second place is first. For all things we perceive are upside down until we listen for the voice for love. It seems that we will gain autonomy, but by our striving to be separate, and that our independence from the rest of God's creation is the way in which salvation is obtained. Yet all we find is sickness, suffering, loss, and death. This is not what our Father wills for us, nor is there any second to his will to join with his, but to find our own. And since our will is his, it is to him that we must go to recognize our will. There is no will but yours, and I am glad that nothing I imagined contradicts what you would have me be. It is your will that I be wholly safe, eternally at peace, and happily I share this will, which you, my Father, gave as part of me. And the next one is 329. I have already chosen what you will. Father, I thought I wandered from your will, defied it, broke its laws, and interposed a second will more powerful than yours. Yet what I am in truth is but your will, extended and extending. This am I, and this will never change. As you are one, so am I one with you. And this I choose in my creation, where my will became forever one with yours. That choice was made for all eternity. It cannot change and be in opposition to itself. Father, my will is yours, and I am safe, untroubled and serene in endless joy, because it is your will that it be so. Today we will accept our union with each other and our source. We have no will apart from source, and all of us are one because this will is shared by all. Through it, we recognize that we are one. Through it, we find our way at last to God. And number 330, I will not hurt myself again today. Let us this day accept forgiveness as our only function. Why should we attack our minds and give them images of pain? Why should we teach them that they are powerless when God holds out his power and his love and bids them take what is already theirs? The mind that is made willing to accept God's gifts has been restored to spirit and extends its freedom and its joy, as is the will of God united with its own. The self which God created cannot sin and therefore cannot suffer. Let us choose today that he be our only identity and thus escape forever from all things the dream of fear appeared to offer us. Father, your Son cannot be hurt, and if we think we suffer, we but fail to know our own one identity we share with you. We would return to it today to be made free forever from all of our mistakes and to be saved from what we thought we were.
Beautiful. Good discussion for next week.
Yeah.
We decided to add an extra lesson, Teri, so we'll be sure to be finished by the end of the month.
Oh, okay. So you're doing
That was
3 a day?
3 a day.
And this is
Okay.
this. And now we're getting onto our next part of our session here.
Yes, we are
There we
going
go.
to put on our chanting caps.
Right.
Chanting caps.
And we're so happy that Teri's with us. Yay!
I'm so happy to be here. Big
We
yay.
have been talking about what a beautiful day we had with the vision
Yeah,
board.
we did.
Oh my gosh. I told Michelle, we talked afterward, I said, I think that was the best one we've ever done. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom,
And now it is truly a tradition, so we'll be doing this every year in January. So you can count on it. Yeah. Yeah. So right now we're going to chant. Our first chant that we do, breaking through the barriers, removing all obstacles. And it is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Karen, please share.
Yes. So this is where we chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will take us into an experience of freedom. And then we will go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed.
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed.
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions, illnesses, and allergies be removed.
Om Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
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 Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Yeah.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Pataye Namaha.
Let's take a breath. Just pause for that moment. Breathing into your heart center, expanding out your aura field around your heart, and realizing that you have just shed yourself of any concept of barriers and obstacles, because that's really all it is. There is no physical barrier or obstacle to be removed. It's just our way of perception, our way of thinking about it. It's the only thing that keeps us from our Creator, is us putting up that thought that we can be separate, because that's just an illusion. And this chant just brings that home for us in a really good way. And then when we see ourselves in that light, we know that we can see miracles everywhere. And that's what we're going to go into now. This next chant, the miracle chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yeah.
Karen, please talk about it.
Okay, so this is where we chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Yeah.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Yo, Om Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Om Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Om Renge
Kyo, Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Om
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Om
Kyo.
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Yo,
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo, Nam
Yo,
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Kyo,
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Yo,
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Renge
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Kyo,
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo,
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Kyo,
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Om
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo, Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo, Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo, Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Let's take that breath again into our hearts. Wax us in with our higher self, with the angels, with all our spirit guides. So as you breathe into the heart, bring your focus there. Focus on love. That's what we just put up to a beautiful chant. And when we open to love, we recognize our Creator, who is love, and who has made us in the concept of love. That's all that we are. Love is the only thing that's real. So we give honor every night to the Creator, chanting Om 3 times, and then stay in your heart and we'll give that love away. But take a deep breath in right now and let's begin the chanting of Om. It's such a beautiful feeling to connect into our hearts. Sometimes we just want to stay there in that place. We don't want to come back out and open our eyes and see what's going on in the world. And we can stay in this energy, in this love. And we can create a world that's full of love. We do this every night. We hold the love in our heart that we want to share with others. And then we just breathe it out, sending a wave of love, a wave of energy throughout the world. So do this with us if you're listening in. And let's all take a breath in together into our heart and release it to the world. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Release all attachments to it. We don't have to know where it goes or who it touches or anything else. We did what we're here to do, to be the light worker, to shine that light out into the world. And then we set the intention that there will be peace in our world. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Peace. 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 Peace in our hearts, peace in our homes, and peace in our world. Om Shanti. And we say this declaration every night. We say it with confidence. We say it with love. And Christine is going to count us down so that we
Yes,
can all say it together.
I am Bayana. We did this every night with people. We the breath of the peace of mouth and keep warm, everyone. It's so cold over here in New York, so that way I want to keep warm. One, two, three.
We
We
declare
We declare
that the
that
that
peace
there
there is
is
peace
peace
on
on
earth.
earth,
Yeah.
and we
We declare
declare
we declare
that
that peace
peace
That peace
begins
begins
begins inside
inside
of all.
us. I
I choose
choose
to
to
I
see
see
only
only
light
light
only
and love.
and love.
light and love.
now and forever.
Amen.
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 Amen. And we are a group that created a movement, and the group is known as
Peace.
The
For
peace
Peace
for
For
peace.
peace.
Yes, we are the for 1,328 days now.
That's right. And we are going to have a celebration when we get to 1,333. So keep that in mind. That usually involves cupcakes. At least at my end, it does, because I like cupcakes
Candles.
and candles. So, but we're a group of peas. We are peas in the pod. And we do this every night because we want to bring peace and love to the world. And we want to increase the frequency and the vibrations of everyone, bring it up to the next level so we can enjoy this beautiful world that we were promised. It's going to be a heaven. And as you can see, we have peas in the audience. We have our miracle pea and we have our shining pea. And here on the program, we have our sweet pea and we have our songstress, our lovely, beautiful songstress, P. Karen. And we have our magnificent, charming Charlie P. And we have Auntie Jean P.
Thank
And
you.
we have and we have Mama P, also the Queen of Peace. And we have peas all over the world. We have beautiful Gracie P, who's at home. We love you, Gracie. We
Yeah,
want you here. And we have Catherine, we have Asha. We just have lots of peas. So I do hope you will join us. And what I would like to do, oh, I forgot to ask you. Since there are peas there and there's, you've heard that song, Peas a pea and cheese a pea, we're all peas.
yeah,
So,
Wouldn't you
wouldn't
like
you like to
to
Be
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 a
a
a
pea
pea
pea?
too?
too.
That's so important. Why did I forget that? And we also have a wonderful program at 1:11 p.m. every day on 10 million for world peace. And you will see the address scrolling right now underneath the pictures. And it's a beautiful meditation. And that's also to bring in world peace, focusing on the world leaders, trying to put peace and love in their hearts so they can they can use that feeling to solve the problems in the world and also to show them that we do appreciate them and love them too, because they don't get very much love, let's face it. We're always mad at them for one thing or another. So let's keep praying for them. And that meditation is being from that meditation is being birthed many wonderful programs. And I'm going to turn it over to our Mama P so she can tell us about that. And we really miss your crown.
I just brought some stuff in from the car, and I think the crown may be in the room now. It's here somewhere. Anyway, thank you, Jean. Every day we do the meditation, and then once a month we do a healing circle. It's the first Saturday of each month, and we have it coming up February the 3rd, which is only a couple of weeks away. Can you believe this? Okay, I'm not even going to say it because it's happening too fast. I'm just going to stay in the present moment, but on February 3rd, put it on your calendars, and you do have to register for it. So the address is 10millionforworldpeace.org, and there's a special page there and a link where you can sign up for the Healing Circle or for both of the circles. They happen one right after the other, and they're a beautiful experience. We also are working on developing a Peace Ambassador program. So if there's any of this that interests you, just go to 10 Million for World Peace. You can send us a message on there, or you can just message any of us directly and let us know that you are interested. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. We're so happy that you decided to spend a few moments focusing on peace and love and bringing in miracles into our world. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.
all. Bye,
Love
everyone.
you.
We love you. Good night,
Uh,
Gracie.
Thank you for coming.
Good night,
Good night, Gracie,
everyone.
wherever you are.